there's a secret nobody tells you about spiritual awakening. At first it feels like a miracle, but soon the light you found begins to swallow your drive, your plans, your hunger for more. You wake up, and suddenly you have no motivation for anything. What once fired your soul now tastes like ash. You wonder, is this the end, or just another beginning? If you've lost your motivation after spiritual awakening, you're not alone. In this video, I'm going to reveal exactly why this happens, what it truly means, and most importantly, how to transform this emptiness into the purest, most powerful energy you've ever felt. By the end, you'll have a new blueprint for living, one that is deeply rooted in both spirit and action. Because here's the strange paradox. The very awakening that promised you endless peace can also leave you feeling numb, detached, and almost alien in your own life. Why does the path to truth seem to erase your desire for anything at all? Why does reaching the summit make you want to walk back down or just sit still forever? Let's unravel this together. The reason you lose motivation after awakening isn't because you're broken. It's not because you failed. It's because the old engine that ran your life, desire, fear, chasing, striving, has burned out. You've outgrown it. What you're really experiencing is a kind of spiritual adolescence. Your old identity dissolves, but your new one hasn't yet taken form. You're between worlds. It's an awkward, holy in-between. Lonely, yes, but also a space of immense possibility. Why your old goals feel meaningless. Before awakening, your life was structured around achievement. Career, relationships, validation, even spiritual progress. The carrot dangled just out of reach kept you running. But awakening strips these things bare. The game is exposed. Suddenly the prizes no longer thrill you. The treadmill stops. Now you see, what you truly wanted was not the goal, but the sense of completeness you hoped the goal would give you. And now that you've glimpsed the truth, that you already are what you've been seeking, the old game loses its sparkle. So you feel flat, unmotivated, sometimes even depressed. But what if this emptiness is the gateway to something vastly more real? The real purpose of the void. Here's what most spiritual teachers won't tell you. After awakening, the universe pulls the rug out from under your ego for a reason. It's clearing the slate, not to punish you, but to give you the space to discover motivation that comes from your deepest, truest self. It's like a field left fallow, so richer crops can grow. But in this in-between, you might feel lost, misunderstood, and totally out of sync with the world you once knew. But here's the real question. How do you find new motivation when nothing external seems to light you up anymore? How do you get out of bed, care about life, take action when your old sources of energy have dried up? The transition phase, grieving the old self. This stage is natural. You're not failing. You're simply in a transition, a spiritual molting. You can't go back to who you were, but you haven't yet learned to walk as the new you. You might grieve lost friendships, lost passions, even the comforting numbness of chasing goals. You might feel like you don't belong anywhere, not with your old friends, maybe not even with your family. It's okay. Think of it as a sacred winter. Life is asking you to rest, shed, and listen before the spring of new desire arrives. You are not alone. I went through this too. So have countless others, even if they never talk about it. At first, I worried I was broken. My awakening had ruined my ambition, my work ethic, my drive to even care. But the truth is, this emptiness is a kind of purification. You are learning to let go of false fires, to wait for a truer spark. The shift from ego motivation to soul motivation. Motivation doesn't disappear forever, it just transforms. Your new drive won't come from wanting to prove yourself or fill an emptiness. It will come from service, from love, from truth. But first, you have to become comfortable with emptiness. You have to stop running. You have to trust that something new will arise. If you resonate with the message in this video, write yes in the comments. Also, consider becoming a monthly supporter through a Telos membership to help this channel find more time to create videos. Your support keeps this space alive. How to move through the emptiness. Practical steps. Let's get practical. Here's what you can do right now to move through this void and rediscover motivation on a deeper level. 1. Allow the emptiness. Don't fight the lack of motivation. Don't try to fill it with busyness or run from it with distractions. Sit with it. Breathe into it. See what's truly there, beneath the restlessness. Sometimes the very resistance to emptiness is what prolongs it. 2. Grieve the old you. Let yourself mourn your former self with all their dreams and desires. It's a real loss. Be gentle. It's not just ego death, it's the end of a whole way of being. 3. Redefine success. Ask yourself, what does success mean now? Is it achievement, or is it living in alignment, presence, and compassion? You may find your heart's true longing is much simpler and more powerful than anything you chased before. 4. Discover what moves you. Now experiment gently. What do you do when there's no one to impress, nothing to prove, nothing to fix? What brings you alive, even in small ways? Art, nature, listening, being of service. Follow these threads, even if they're quiet. 5. Serve others, even in small ways. Often, post-awakening motivation is reignited not by chasing your own pleasure, but by helping others, or simply being present with them. Sometimes the path out of the void is found in connection. 6. Trust the process. You're not going backward. You're not wasting your awakening. You are exactly where you're supposed to be. With time, a new fire will awaken, one that is less frantic, but far more enduring. The bucket of dirt and water. Imagine you are a bucket filled with dirt, the ideas, goals, and fears you once clung to. Now, awakening is like pouring water into the bucket. The dirt swirls, clouds the water, then slowly settles or dissolves. What's left, in time, is clarity. At first, this looks like emptiness, but it's actually the space where true motivation can emerge. Clear, simple, direct. You are spirit, but also human. Yes, you are eternal spirit, but you're also here, in a body, living a human life. It's okay to be here. Your highest task is not to reject the world, but to see it through new eyes. Let your action come not from old habits or empty desire, but from a wellspring of peace, curiosity, and compassion. This is true motivation, not a chase, but a flow. If you like the video, click on thumbs up. That shows me your appreciation and will also push the video to more people who might need to hear this message. Remember, you're not alone on this path. Motivation may fade, but it will return, transformed. The void is not the end. It's the beginning of living from your deepest truth.